Greetings. My name is Angie, owner and loctician of NN Exclusive Salon and CEO and founder of Naturally Naps Hair and Skin Natural and Organic Products. In this video, I am going to be doing a loc petal bun, double loc petal bun, with the back down and rope twist, and she will have rope twist bangs. So as you can see here in the video, I am prepping the hair. I had pre-prepped before I started the video. I literally count the amount of locks that are on each side to guarantee and make sure that the parts are even and has the right amount of the same amount of locks. So here I was just letting her know that she didn't know different ways to style her hair just by putting her hair in the two ponytails. It looked great. So like I said in all my other videos, I always make sure my clients tilt the head forward to make sure that the locks and the style are not tight. She get interlock as her maintenance, so you can see how her parts are. They're very neat, very clean. I did not start her locks, but I've been part of her lock journey for the most part of her lock journey. I'm not quite sure if it's 2 years or 3 years since she had her lock. This is my little cuz, so you're going to see us having certain type of conversation. Also, I want to let you know that I have my camera facing towards me, so everything I'm doing will be opposite. So it looks like I'm going from left to right, but technically I am twisting the hair, 2-strand twist from right to left. I fold the end in half to make sure that it's a round, neat end at the bottom. So I just kind of fast forward it. This is like a 45-minute to an hour style for me, depending on who is sitting in my chair. It does make a difference because it could be conversation-wise, and also the length of the hair. So if we was not talking, I probably would have did this style in 30 minutes. So here I'm just doing the back section. Notice how I am starting from the corner and working my way up. And I'm going to be going in like a circular motion when I'm doing this style, because not everybody have even amount of locks. So if you have odd amount of locks, I can hide that odd amount, like put 3 because she's doing 2. I can hide the bigger lock in between the rest of the lock. So she has an even amount of locks all throughout her whole hair, so everything just was perfect. This is not a difficult style to do. This is actually a very fun and girly style. If you want something like very girly, this is a girly style, like fun. It could be a mature girly style, but definitely is a fun style. Like I said before, I always forget that I am recording, so I forget to reset the camera around. But you can still see some of the work that I am doing. I forgot to turn off my Alexa, so you're going to hear her in the background. I didn't feel like getting up right now. Okay, so now I'm done with the back, and I am about to start with the lock petals at the top. First, she requested some more bead in her hair. So I went to go get the bead box. I mean, when I say I got a bead box, I got a bead box, okay? She wasn't sure what bead she wanted, so she picked out a big one because she's going to be wearing multiple colors during her vacation. But I will be accessorizing her hair later on in the video. So she picked out the bead. Boom. So now I am looking at the crystals. She wanted some lock sprinkles. So now I am looking at the lock sprinkles, but right here I am getting ready to do her bangs actually. So she has a lot of blinged out crowns in the front on her bangs, so I was adding the crowns on because she had 3 and I want to even it out because she got 2 string in on each side, so I was making sure she had 4. So just like how I 2-strained the back, I am 2-straining the front. Like I said, there's never a dull moment when my little cuz come in and get her hair done. I mean, she always had me laughing. Always. Doing rope twist is one of my favorite style. I mean, I did it for like 6 years and 7, maybe 8 years. 6 years. And I got a lot of practice in, so I literally can do it multiple ways. Okay, now I was showing her how she can flip her bang from side to side. And if you notice, I kind of like flex them to make them bend and curve her face. So that's something you want to take in instead of it just hanging. I kind of like bend it so it can stay. Okay, now here I am getting ready to do the lock petals. I tend to do multiple locks at a time because I like how it looks. When I do multiple locks at a time, sometimes you can do one lock at a time, but I like how it looks when I do multiple locks at a time. So I like the length of her hair, so I'm giving her big lock petal buns because her hair is long. So I'm only folding it in half and securing it with a rubber band. So that's how I do it, and I spread the locks apart once I'm done securing it with a rubber band. Now if the lock is longer, I will do like 2 folds on one side, on one lock. I would secure it first and then do the second part of it. After I do one lock each bundle that I secure, I kind of scrunch it, like squeeze it, because that gives it like the volume and the place where it should be. So here we are discussing, she didn't know what it's called. She was asking for lock sprinkles. So she wanted some of those on her hair, and I did promise her that the last time she was there. But sometime if I don't get reminded, I'm not going to remember. So she kind of like talking about the lock sprinkles. But I'm still doing her hair because, you know, you don't want to stop. Time. I had another client coming through. So as you can see, I'm folding it in half, holding it with my hand, grabbing a rubber band, and securing it. As if you're doing like a ponytail. Okay, also when the hair is wet and you're doing lock petals, it don't actually do what you want it to do. At the end, before she left, I made sure I put her under the dryer so the hair can, you know, the water, the moisture can, you know, dry out her hair. And then I just scrunch it. Scrunching meaning I just squeeze it. You see that? I'm like literally just fluffing and playing with it, like scrunching. So now I'm gonna do the other side. Like always, I forget I am recording. I am trying to find a different angle to put my camera in, but I just love how the details that I do get in. I know I need to make my light taller, but I'd be scared it's gonna tip over. Here you go. After everyone, I kind of like fluff it, scrunch it up. It's very important that you make sure that the ponytail is even and the same on both sides, and making sure that the amount of locks are the same on both sides. Because if you don't, you're going to have crooked, lopsided buns, and the lock petal, one side going to be bigger than the other. Okay, see that? I'm just scrunching them up, letting her check out the hairstyle. Now, I'm getting ready to do the lock sprinkles. So I'm doing it at the end, and I explained to her that I'm I'm not sure what lock it's going to be on and where it's going to fall on her head. No, when her hair come down, I'm not sure where it's going to fall. So, she's picking out which one she wants. And I then recommend that she get something that's clear or maybe gray, because that'll look like pearls in the head. And plus she's interlocked, so you want to make sure you're using the tiniest bead. I use glass beads. So I kind of get mine from either Michael's, or I go to, you can get them from Amazon, you can get them from Joann Fabric, you can get it from whatever crafting store. They even sell it at Walmart or Myers, Target. Just go in the craft section and they have glass beads. So that's called Loc Sprinkle or Loc Bling. So now when I'm installing this, I am using a beading needle, the kind that they use to make waist beads or jewelry. So I'm using that kind of needle because it's so skinny. And then 2, I do use regular sewing thread for hair sewing thread because it's strong. I don't want to use any other thread that's going to pop. You can use whatever thread you want, but I rather use the thread that is used for sewing because a lot of my client and I, we just keep it in our hair. Okay, like I said, it's never a dull moment with her. Never, ever. So I'm back there doing a thread, and when you're doing a thread, you don't want the thread to be too long because it tangles. And once it tangles, you could be in the middle or at the end of your beading, putting the beads in, the glass beads in, and you would have to start all over. Like literally take everything you just did out. So just use a nice size length of thread and make sure you're careful with how you're sewing it in. So I'm just going in, found a spot where I wanted to go. I'm grabbing the beads, placing them in my hand, and I literally use the needle and scoop it onto the needle. And then I just go back and forth. From side to side, left, right, up, down, installing the beads. This is a tedious process, so if you want to add this to your service, you want to add at least for your first time, you want to add at least a 30 minutes to 45 minutes until you get used to doing it. Things happen when you're doing the beading unlocked because, like I said, the thread tangles, it might get stuck the wrong way, or you might even get a piece of a bead that won't go through. So you have to take that one off and whatnot. So I did 2 on each side. Did I do 2? I think I did 4 on each side. And they were just little, maybe 4 inches of beads on each side. And like I told her, I'm not sure where the bead's gonna fall at. It could fall in the back, it can fall, lay down when she take the hairstyle down. I'm not sure where and what part of her head it would be on, or what lock it's on. I just picked the lock and I just put them on. Yes, concentration is required. Okay, there it is right there. I got a bead that was too small. Now I'm fighting with it, trying to get it off. And I got it off. But it took a minute. This is fast forwarding. It took me about a good 5 minutes, and that's kind of long. At this point, my next client had arrived, and I just went to go let her in and continue what I'm doing. Now it's time to do the other side. Of course, a cup of drink after talking so much. Mouth it dry. For the whole service was a 2-hour service, 2.5-hour service. From me washing, conditioning, interlocking, 2-strand twist, loc petals, and doing the sprinkle and her sitting under the dryer is 2.5 hours. The cost of the various loc styles, it varies. No loc style costs the same. Some of my clients get the same style, so their price never changes. Others, prices change depending on the style that they get. So you can see how I'm doing it. I'm literally scooping the needle on, the beads off my hand with the needle and just stitching the hair. And it, like I said, it's a very tedious process. This is something that will not go fast. And if you try to go fast, I guarantee you that string is going to tangle. I really feel like I gave it 4 in all, because now I had to rethread the needle to put more in. We'll see at the end how many I did. Okay, and now I'm finished. I'm scrunching it up, checking it out, making sure the hair, you know, look cute and everything. Now I'm using the edge control. She purchased some edge control. I didn't get a chance to see the name of it. I just kind of like was looking at it and making sure that it was okay. I read the ingredients. But now I have to, she has long sideburns that she want to cut down. So now I am gonna do like a quick clean that up. So I always place my hand where I want to stop to then make sure that I don't go no farther up. So I kind of place my hand there and then I just cut the rest of the hair down. Like I said, it is never a dull moment. Actually, I was talking to her, telling her about the time that I mistakenly cut my son's eyebrows. He was about 10 or 12. To have his eyebrows. Like, he had really thick eyebrows, but he didn't have a long forehead. So when I was lining up his head, yeah, I kind of snipped them eyebrows off. So she was like, plus, no, don't be talking about that while you cutting my hair. I'm like, girl, I'm cutting your eyebrows. But anyway, so that's what we were talking about at that time. So now, making sure I don't do it like, I'm not a barber and I do not do barber like linings and stuff. I do certain clients I have, like her for instance. I do her long sideburns. She doesn't want them, so I cut them off. And I make sure that both sides are even, cleaning it up. Like as you see, that's what she looked like. You can see the crown bling blings in the front. She looked gorgeous. You see the back piece. She only wanted one. It just went perfect like that. And you can see the lock sprinkles. You guys stay humble, be peaceful, and love each other. I'm out.